the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Welcome to Drop Me Off in Nashville with Sebastian Roberts and Scott Hugo.
Hey, welcome to the little show that could and in fact still does. I'm Sebastian Roberts along with my very dear friend Scotty Hooger. How you doing today, Scotty?
Shh, don't interrupt me. I'm trying to silence my phone so I don't get in trouble.
Oh, dear God.
I forgot.
That's okay.
I'm good. I'm doing good, Bash. How are you, man?
Outstanding.
Hey,
You
know what?
Go ahead.
Look at my knee. I had surgery.
I know. I'm telling you, that looked so painful. When I saw you on crutches, I thought, oh, my God, man.
Listen, I go in. The doc says, you got a torn meniscus. You're 50. Don't be playing hockey anymore. Stop it.
Yeah.
And well, I don't exercise because I'm too lazy. So I thought if I'll get some hockey equipment, okay? I'm gonna go play hockey with my neighbor. Really, bunch of 30-year-olds. I'll hold my own. I don't care.
That's right.
Well, I didn't fall. I didn't get checked. I didn't nothing. But I tore my meniscus.
Yep.
So I go to the doc and I'm like, I need this, I need that. And he's like, let's do some MRIs, whatever. So he goes in. I'll say this: the best doctor in Tampa. This guy, Dr. Cooper.
Outstanding.
I mean, unbelievable. I'll get to that in a second. But he goes, okay, your meniscus gets torn. We're going to fix it. You want to do it now or you want to wait? You can live with the pain. Living with the pain means get on pain pills.
Yep.
Scotty, don't do pain pills.
No.
So I said, Doc, fix it. So he goes in. I'm at the hospital. We go into the hospital. I'm laying in the bed. He's getting ready to bring me back. He comes in and says, we're going to take care of that meniscus. That's all he said we're going to do. So I go in. I come out. I'm recovering for like an hour and a half, which I'm supposed to recover for 15 minutes.
Oh,
so now I'm going, what the hell is happening here?
Yep.
And I'm thinking, I'm going to kill the doctor.
That's right.
Because what's going on?
Been there, done that.
But it was the complete opposite. He went in and he found out that I had this thing it's called an Osgood. It's like an extra bone in the front of your knee. So he took that off. Thank you, Doc.
Right.
For sure. Thank you. I'm being honest. Thank you, Doc. And then he had to drill 4 holes into my bone so the bone marrow would come out and heal that part that he took off. Okay.
God.
So I take my hat off to the guy because he could have been one of them doctors that say, okay, now you got to come back for this and then come back for this. But he just fixed it all.
I've been there.
Bless his heart.
Yes.
I mean, I'm saying thank you, Doc.
Right.
So a week ago, my knee was the size of a softball. They had to stick a stupid needle in there and take all the blood out. And then after that, I started to get better. So I started physical therapy. Long story short, great physical therapist here at the hospital, Baycare. And I'm on the road to recovery, but I'm glad we made it. We were supposed to do this a couple days ago, and bless your heart, thank you for helping me and push it back because it's been rough.
Oh yeah, it has. And I've been through surgery myself on my arm. I went through all that nonsense, and they did just the opposite for me. I had 27 surgeries on that thing.
Bash.
Yeah, so there's 2 6-inch plates, 14 bolts. I mean, it's just, yeah.
So getting out of Minnesota was probably the best thing for you because of the winters and everything else. I mean, that thing probably just ate.
Yes, because I still have metal in there, and the cold just hurts so bad. Well, hey, before we get started, let's. I got to back up just a minute. So last week I interviewed. We had Tommy Two-Tone on the show.
It's a Pepsi.
That's right. I know. We had Tommy Two-Tone on the show, and Scotty. I was in the heat of the moment, and we started getting just a babbling, and I wasn't even thinking right. And the guy that I mentioned last week, that is not the guy that introduced me all over Nashville and to Tommy. It was you. And I thought, oh, man, that was really crappy of me. So.
I don't think it was crappy. I think it was just you two were like 2 kids in a candy store. I mean, I never heard such a fun interview in my life. That was awesome.
It was really fun.
Awesome.
It was fun. I just had to straighten that out.
Not cool, man.
That wasn't accurate. And so now this week.
Well, this is kind of cool. Listen to this title. Neon Noise, The Rise of Broadway. There's one guy that we have to talk about, and his name is Steve Smith. I know you've met him before. He was the owner of Tootsie's.
Right.
His brother runs but Collier calls him like the godfather of Broadway. And you know what? As time got here, I kind of think he's right because he really did change the model of Broadway. Don't you think, John?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Remember when we would go down there, it was the stage, Legends.
But I started at Tootsie's.
At the Tootsie's. And
you brought me in there.
He cleaned up Broadway almost. I mean, I don't want to speak too much about Steve because I don't know, but I know that I did business with him in the past, and I think that the man is a wonderful human being, and I take my hat off to him because he's really done a great job for that city. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, and he's got a heck of a business hat on.
Jeez.
I mean, the guy, and I don't know what they pay down there in liquor.
You're right.
Liquor licensing and all that
imagine?
stuff. But remember when we interviewed Randy? Randy said that they're tens of thousands of dollars a month.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense in why it's you want to go. What's wrong with these bar owners charging so much for a beer? But honestly, they have to charge that much.
That's because it's getting so outrageous. Now.
Yeah, the taxes and the government. We're not going to get into politics, but
I'm
just saying.
No.
The taxes, come on. Nashville, you have a great thing going with Broadway. You bring in 18.5 million people a year. I know everything is business, but come on. Why would you rate people over the coals who enjoy your city? I don't get that.
It's the licensing, right?
The licensing, right? Yeah.
Because now they don't have a choice. When you and I first went down there, when you first brought me to Nashville, we could get a hamburger basket and a Bud Light
I remember this.
for $7.
It was awesome.
It's for $7.
Robert's Western.
Yeah, and listen to the best darn country music you ever heard in your life.
Oh my gosh, that old
for
guy.
$7.
Yeah, if you'd sit there, you'd be like, well, where's this city been my entire life?
Oh, now you can't. You're going to order 2 beers. You're at $20 already.
Well, you got a tip.
Yeah.
Think about it. Those girls behind the bar, they work literally for tips.
That's right.
I think they get $2.13 an hour. Don't quote me on that either. I'm not sure, but I think all those waitresses and stuff down there busting their hind end. I remember I was at one meeting. I'm not going to say the bar it was at, and I'm not going to say who said it, but I will tell you this. I was in a very, very important meeting, and the manager of the bar walked into this room where there was countless amount of servers, waitresses, and bartenders in there, and he had a stack of applications in his hand, and he was flipping it like he was flipping his wrist.
Right.
And the applications would wave like a fan. He said, well, let's see who's going to lose their job this week.
Oh.
So after that, it kind of stuck in my head. First, I thought, you're an ass.
Yeah.
Then secondly, I thought, these girls are trying to pay their rent. But it made sense to me why they were practically crawling over the bar when you walked in to sell you a beer because they were scared to lose their job.
Yep.
Sad.
And that was just so cool. It was one of the coolest things about Broadway,
Right.
And when we go back in time, to the 50s and look at that, we're looking at
imagine
Tennessee Ernie Ford.
Oh my God,
Marty
Legend.
Robbins, Scotty.
I went to his gravesite. The first time I went to Nashville, I went to his gravesite, Marty Robbins, and it had race cars on it. I think I brought you.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know what it was about Marty Robbins. Maybe it was his voice. Maybe it was just because he was in the race cars. I don't know what it was, but I just thought that guy had his own thing that everybody just admired.
Right. And speaking of them, those guys, Little Jimmy.
Oh, your friend.
Little Jimmy Dickens.
Your friend.
Was a complete accident. I just ran into that. I didn't know who that was.
But I never, you guys, okay, we repeat ourselves a lot, but I got to say this.
That's all right.
Music City Bar. Again,
Yeah.
they have a plaque, a chair, a shrine up in the wall for Little Jimmy Dickens.
And I used to see him almost every Friday. I've even flown in there just to see him,
I know you did. I remember that.
Before his show at the Opry.
What's those green cigarettes with the menthol? Is that what they are?
Yeah, those
Is that
are
what he
menthols,
would smoke?
yeah.
And he would smoke that and have a drink.
One.
Yeah, and then he'd go to work.
Yep, that's it. Yeah.
What a gentleman.
And those guys back in the 50s, Johnny Cash was down there then. And Hank Snow and George Jones.
Snow. Oh, my
Hank
God.
Snow.
You know who else is great when you bring up George Jones? Is their daughter.
Georgette? Yeah.
She's just out doing it. Her mom was Tammy Wynette, and you have your dad as George Jones. And she's just out doing it. She's still playing. She sounds great. She's going to do a duet with Ashley Lynn with me.
Oh.
Not me. My artist, Ashley Lynn, is going to do a duet with George Jones. Her husband, Jamie, approved it all, which I think is mind-blowing.
Yeah,
I can't be more grateful for that. We're talking about, like I said, Georgette Jones and Tammy Wynette's daughter. That's huge.
Yeah, it's really big. Yeah. I can't even imagine that.
I'm excited for that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
The 50s, talk about, remember when we were talking with little Jimmy and he said, You know, recording today is nothing like it was when we recorded. We went in the studio, and what was it? What did you call it? A reel to reel?
Yeah, analog, reel to reel. Yeah.
What is analog? What is that?
There wasn't any of the Pro Tools and digital anything.
Okay.
Everything was done on reel to reel.
Gotcha.
And then that would, I believe, get transferred to wax. To records,
my gosh.
record players and things.
So that's why they had to do it in one take then. So they couldn't keep coming back and fixing
you couldn't fix stuff.
Paste, copy, none of that.
No, and when they got into cassette tapes, then you were able to do what we used to call ping pong.
Ping pong.
Yeah, so you had a 4-track.
Okay.
But you could ping pong over the 4 and get an 8-track out of it. But every time you did that, you lost a little bit of quality.
You just know more. Hey, Mark at studio. Mark, are you available?
I'm here, guys.
Say, what is that like now today, having like this? I mean, you're digital everything. Can you imagine working in this analog thing?
Yeah, we're spoiled today because, you guys were just talking about analog and Sebastian mentioned ping ponging. So, back then you take 3 tracks, mix it down to the 4th track to open up the other 3 tracks. And like you said, you lose quality. Well, nowadays, we'll use 16 tracks just for drums. We'll separate out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every
Think about what you just said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when we were at Omni, that was a 42-channel board.
That was 42 channel.
Yeah.
See, I've heard about it once, and it was Ronnie Dunn. He sang a song one time through. You sang it, John, one time through on one of your songs. Mark, in any history that you've had in this studio, if you had a singer come in here and sing a song straight through and you go, we got it?
No, not so much. I have had people do commercials kind of like that, but I'm one of those that I'll do more takes anyways, just because I like to have some insurance.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Insurance. Yeah. That's a good way to say it.
And
I need backup. I need some kind of insurance.
And it's very handy to have all that.
Yeah.
But, sometimes you get away from the basics, right? So they have auto, pitch correction devices, auto tune.
Doesn't that sound computery?
Yes.
Because listen, you guys, there's this, what I want to say his name, and Rocky Lynn. He's out of Minnesota. Rocky Lynn. He's a huge with the Army, and he had Tim McGraw's manager for a while. He played the Opry. Anyway, Rocky Lynn one time brought me into his studio when I was trying to be somebody in Minneapolis, and I did a Craig Morgan song, and I couldn't sing. I can't. That's not me. I could do karaoke, but I can't sell a song. Let's be honest. And that's okay. I'm good with that. I got a good living doing what I'm doing. But he put me on that auto-tune thing, Bash, and you would have swore to God I sound like a robot. You would have laughed your ass off at me.
Yeah, I mean, listen to Cher. It's very computerized. Yeah.
But she can pull it off.
Yeah, I'm not picking on her because it's just the way of the future, right?
You just sure.
I mean,
but I came off like just an ass. So you talk about going all the way back to the 50s with music and the rise of Broadway, what this episode is about. I think the best example you could have gave was little Jimmy Dickens.
Yeah, and from the 50s, I mean, we'll get into the 60s and all that stuff in another episode. But when we get to the 90s, in 1990, Garth Brooks, he came out with, what was that, Scotty?
His first single, I'm much too young to feel this damn old.
Is that what it was?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And, that was 1990, and that changed literally the face of country music, y'all, because the 90s saw everybody, George Strait, Toby Keith, Deanna Carter, Leon Rimes, Brooks and Dunn.
Clint Black, Travis Tritt, Tracy Lawrence, my favorite. Love Tracy Lawrence.
Friends in Low Places came out in 1990. Reba McEntire, Diamond Rio, the Lone Star. There's just, the list goes on, man.
Did some of the best. Shania Twain, I think she signed in 1991, if I remember correctly. And Faith Hill was out in 93. Martina McBride, Martina McBride?
Yeah.
That big independent. She used to sell T-shirts for Garth on tour. And her husband worked for Garth. I don't know what he did, but he did something pretty high up. Super nice guy.
Right.
Anyway, but it's just, excuse me, sir. I don't remember your name, but and just shame on me. But Martina used to work for Garth, and then she got her own deal.
See, isn't that something?
It's just how it works.
I think Garth honestly had a lot to do with changing country music that we have today.
So some people hate it, and some people love it.
Yeah, the old school 3-4 time guys, Jamie.
Yeah.
I'm sure he likes Garth, but Jamie's more the 3-4 time country, older style, older cat.
Yeah.
But the new ones now, honestly, sometimes you guys, I can turn on a radio and I can't tell anybody apart.
You can't tell them apart.
It's so hard.
You can't tell them apart. I had a conversation with Lane Gillen, a friend of mine, been a friend for years. Today, actually, he called me and we were talking about that very thing. They have this thing in Minnesota called We Fest.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever
Yep.
been? Yeah. And he said that he was thinking about going, but the only one that he wanted to see was Cody Johnson.
Oh,
So I thought I'm going to pull up the names on We Fest and see who's playing. I think I recognize 4 of the names.
oh, no kidding. See what I mean?
And then I went, let's check the ticket sales, $1,600 for a VIP.
No.
And I didn't get it. And shame on me maybe for being ignorant and not knowing what's on today's radio, but I've always was taught if you're working with an artist, do not turn on the radio, find your own sound, and if it makes it, it's going to make it.
Right.
Don't copy.
Yeah, no.
Don't copy.
No. It's already been done.
It's already been done, so you ain't going to win anyway.
So let's talk about a couple of things that there are in Nashville. We want to touch base on a couple of these. I know we do, right?
Yeah.
So Hideaway Farms, what was the place that you took me out there? Johnny Cash's
Oh, let's
place.
do a commercial.
Yeah,
let's do a live one.
Yeah,
Wanna?
we can do it right now.
Let's do it. Okay,
Absolutely.
go ahead. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, let's talk about it because Hideaway.
This is cool.
Hideaway Farms, y'all, is out there in Tennessee, Nashville,
Dixon.
Dixon,
Yep.
Tennessee. Yeah, and
Remember when we went there?
I do. That was so flippin' fun.
We went through this gate.
Yes.
There was a big pond on the left when you went in. Then there's that beautiful cabin that Johnny has.
And the Cadillac.
That one piece at a time
One
Cadillac.
piece. There's actually, y'all, there is a Cadillac.
Yeah, it's in the video.
That he built one piece at a time.
Yeah,
and
cool.
it's all from all kinds of different Cadillac years,
Yes. And remember, we when you went in the house, you guys, there's nothing fancy about this. The property is fancy. It's beautiful property.
Beautiful.
But the cabin was it was a cabin.
Yes.
And that was his sanctuary. I guess his accountant, don't quote me on the story, but the last time I was there about 6 months ago, and they were walking me, Brian and Sally were walking me around and showing me, and they were telling me, they said, the accountant bought the house with Johnny's money.
Oh.
Stole it.
Oh.
And then Johnny found out about it and went there and took his house back and said, well, this is a nice cabin. I'm going to keep it.
Oh.
And I don't know what he did with the guy. I don't know if he sued him, put him in jail, or just told him he probably just told him to go on his merry way, and he's lucky he doesn't go to prison. I don't know.
Absolutely,
I have no idea. But like Johnny Cash, that's probably what he did. That's probably how he punished him.
But that's an affordable day out,
You could go up there. Dixon is 42 miles from Nashville.
Right.
Okay. You go to what's called the Storytellers Museum first. That's where you start. I think the town is called Bonavicta, Bonaq something. You can look it up. It's super cool.
Yeah.
But you'll start there. They'll do a little history with you, and then we got in the truck and we went over to Johnny's. And
That was
remember,
so amazing.
Man, he was putting his jacket on you, and Johnny's jacket. You're sitting in his black chair.
Yeah.
He gave you like the VIP treatment.
It was just crazy cool, man. The car, by far, to me, was just like, oh, my God,
And I saw, too, that he has all the room keys he ever stayed in, he kept.
Huh.
So there's this, do you remember that? Then there's this big box of all the room
do know.
keys. It was an actual key that you would actually, a key like you'd use for your house, not like a credit card looking key.
Maglocks, yeah.
So anyway, you guys, if you're gonna go anywhere in Nashville and you want to have a good afternoon, about 3-4 hours, there's a cemetery out there. There's a beautiful property. They'll bring you to where Johnny would sit on the creek bank and look at the water, and he'd call it his I don't know, sanctuary. I don't know if I'm using the right word or not, but pretty cool.
That was his quiet place. Yeah.
His quiet place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Think about that. You're 40 minutes out of town. Nobody knows where you're at.
No, and it's super affordable.
It's super affordable.
Super affordable.
Yeah. I think tickets are $15 or something.
Maybe.
if that even.
I don't think we even paid that. Really.
I don't know.
That was fantastic.
But it was cool. But listen, that's our commercial for these guys, because Brian and Sally, the owners of that place, are amazing people. And thanks for having us out there, you guys.
Yeah, that sure was fun. So, moving down the, I guess, topic points just a little bit. The Nash Vegas effect, okay? Now, we know it's a necessary, not an evil, but it's a necessary thing, the Nash Vegas thing, because let's face it, that's where artists get started, and that's where the money is, basically.
Yeah, I think the thing about it is, I think everybody we have a city that had a bunch of character, this thing called Nashville, where there were 6 bars that were cool. Now it's more Vegas. It's all business. Not that it wasn't business before, but now it's all business. You have a bunch of artists with a bunch of different bars, 4 stories tall. There's so many people you can barely walk down the street. It doesn't matter if it's Monday, Sunday, or Friday night.
Right.
And it's just turned into Vegas. It's really just become a big business. It's just business.
Yep. It's the Las Vegas of country music.
It's just Las Vegas of country music.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
There's no doubt. You get the bachelor parties down there. They have pedal taverns going up and down. There's party buses. There's everything you could think of, from the best people to the most evilest people down there.
Yeah, and I think it is a necessary evil because, now in each one of those establishments, right, like Tootsie's, there used to be just that one stage downstairs. Then there was 2. Then there was 3. Now there's 4.
Hey, tell everybody that stage that you played on that first floor. Was it like a 4x8 piece of plywood?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, they had a drummer, a guitar player, a singer, a fiddle.
You could hardly stand up there.
But the sound off of that.
It was man. That's where Stephanie. That's where I met
Stephanie Gherkin.
You introduced me to her.
She's so good. She's so sweet too.
Gosh, she was such a fiddle player.
She was from Minnesota, I think, St. Cloud. Steffi, if I said wrong, but I think she's from St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Yeah. And the Colliers and Stone and
do you wonder how many times they replace that piece of plywood that you play on? I mean, probably.
I can't even imagine.
Once a year. Maybe more than that.
Maybe more than that.
Because you spill beer on it. People, I mean, all
People
kinds
do,
of
for sure.
There's all kinds of stuff that probably go on there for sure.
They're nailing down drum kits.
Yeah.
We'll
be right back.
Hey Siri, bring me a sandwich.
I can't. I am not a human, you moron.
Oh, well then, what's the best podcast she can play me?
Now playing Drop Me Off in Nashville.
Ah, thanks Siri. Give me a hug.
You are an idiot.
Okay, we're back. You guys, listen. I've been to the Opry backstage a few times. Been graced by a lot of people to allow me to come back there and whatever. But there was always a lady that was there who was, if I say a lady, she's a lady. Her name was Jeannie Seeley, and she passed away, Bash, on August 1st.
That's just so sad.
She's helped so many people. And when she did pass, I looked online, and everybody from the most famous celebrity to the most common man or woman in the world had anything but nice to say about Jeannie Seeley.
Yes.
She was probably 95 pounds soaking wet, but what a voice on her. She played the Opry 5,300 times.
Holy smokes. Wow.
Talk about a dedicated woman to the Grand Ole Opry. 5,000. Her breakout was in 1966 with a hit called Don't Touch Me. You guys look it up, play it. Give her a like.
Wow.
Listen to it on whatever it is. Get some money coming into the family. Not that she needs it, but it would just show how much we love her. She was she earned Grammys for Best Female Country Vocal Performance. Just amazing. They used to call her Miss Country Soul. Can you imagine having that moniker?
Wow.
I'm Miss Country Soul.
Oh, man. That reminds me of Loretta so much.
Loretta Lynn?
Yes.
Oh, for sure, because it's just them people back then, they had such an admiration for the Grand Ole Opry. They didn't come out there with anything but a beautiful gown or a beautiful dress.
Yes.
And respected the craft and the Opry.
And that's where you were.
That's where we were.
If you played anywhere, you have arrived if you played the Opry, right?
I think
the Bridgestone wasn't there yet.
No, but I can't imagine being an artist and somebody saying to me, "Hey, will you come play the Grand Ole Opry?" I don't even know if I could get the first line out. I would probably cry.
Yeah, right.
Think about who stood in that circle.
Oh, man, oh my gosh, I can't even go through.
In
one of these episodes, we are going to talk about that.
We have to. I mean, I don't know if it was at the Ryman or at the Grand Ole Opry House, but I know Johnny Cash kicked all the damn lights out. I think he got banned.
Yeah.
And just like Hank Sr., he's not a member. They banned him from the Opry. How do you ban Hank Sr. from the Grand Ole? Maybe that's why Hank Jr. is not a member or probably won't ever play there because they disrespected his daddy.
And even Elvis Presley played the Opry.
Elvis Presley did play the Opry,
yes, he
didn't
did.
he?
Yeah. Yep.
Can you imagine?
No.
But anyway, so rest in peace to Miss Jeannie Seeley. You were an angel to many, and you will most certainly be missed, ma'am.
Yeah, no kidding.
Cool. Hey, let's talk about some local places in Nashville.
Yeah.
You want to?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Like
So we harp a lot on Music City Bar because it's up in the valley up there.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know where this is, you haven't heard me talk about this yet. It's on
Music
Briley
City.
Parkway or 155. You know, Briley's Parkway is 155, and Music Valley Drive. Now in there, you're going to find the Scoreboard Music City Bar.
Nashville Palace.
The Nashville Palace. It's like a
The
hidden,
Troubadour.
It's a hidden little gem, you know.
It's that Rodney Collins bought this from a friend of ours a few years ago. I don't remember how long ago, but he almost doubled it in size. He cut out smoking in the bar. Thank you.
Right.
And he cleaned everything up to his standards. And it's by far, if you like country music,
Yes,
I mean country music,
that's a fact.
you're going to see George Jones, steel guitar player, sitting up on that
Yes.
stage. You're going to see anybody you could. Well, they'll tell you guys when you guys go there and visit his bar, Music City Bar and Grill. They'll say this is who's playing with me, and you'll be sitting in the room with some of the best musicians in the world who's played with some of the best
With your jaw on the
artists,
floor.
listening to them play
Yeah.
their licks on that stage.
Yeah, your jaw hit the floor.
The sound system is great in there. The food is good
It
in
is.
there. He's got a great little menu. It's nothing fancy. It's perfect.
And-
I see people order food all the time.
And John A's used to be our favorite little
John
spot.
Hayes was it?
I
That
mean,
was it.
and that's gone.
It's gone.
You know?
It's a liquor store.
But that was, I mean, the best food. It was so wonderful.
Yeah.
And I haven't found anything to replace that one yet. A restaurant.
I don't know
yet.
if you're gonna.
I don't-
honestly, Bash. I don't know if you're
Yeah,
gonna. I
the
don't
Hobbs.
know.
I don't think they have that anymore.
No, I think John Hobbs passed away too. He's the
One of them
owner
did.
what were we just talking about? I just had a brain fart. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right. Music City.
Yeah. So anyway, that's one of the best places. Another place is on Music Valley, like we talked about, was this place called the Troubadour / the VIP room. It's in this little strip mall right next to the Music City Bar and Grill. It's a new bar over there. Again, if you want to do some country music karaoke, they got that in there. They do these concerts in this back room called the Troubadour, where
Yeah.
they have some VIP people come in. Roddy McDowell plays there every Friday and Saturday night, just about, pretty much a fixture in there. So that's another cool bar too that is new. I don't know if you've been there that one yet.
No, I haven't. I haven't been to that one yet. And I recommend, go see Broadway. Do it.
Yeah,
But get off of Broadway
Yes.
and go see some stuff.
Yes.
Printer's Alley.
Printer's Alley, right behind it. Yep.
Most people don't even know that's there.
Go to Losers Bar.
Losers.
Yeah, and don't pee on a celebrity if you see them.
Yeah, they don't.
Don't do that.
They don't like that.
If you just talk to them about,
Fishing.
the weather, fishing,
yeah.
you'll have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Yeah,
if
you
you go
will.
in there and start peeing on them and treating them like
Yeah,
they're
licking boots, we call that.
They're
Yeah.
going to get you get rid of you as fast as you got by them.
That's a true story. Yeah.
But can you blame them? They just want to hang out too. You know what I mean? Which
Oh
is cool.
gosh, yeah.
Yeah, another place. This isn't a bar, but it's called the Pancake Pantry. It's,
yeah.
It's one of the best restaurants down there. Or
Yeah.
the Loveless Cafe is another great one. Look up the Loveless Cafe. You'll wait for a while to get in there to eat.
Yeah.
But it's old time cooking food. It's good food. It's Southern food. It's an experience if you go out to the Loveless Cafe. It's just really an experience.
Yep, I like
It's
that. I
super
like that a
cool.
lot. And we were talking about the Bridgestone for a minute, and the Bridgestone didn't even that wasn't there until '96.
96 is when they put that in there now,
Yeah,
right?
and Amy Grant was the first one to perform there.
That's Vince Gill's wife.
And then, now Garth, he'll go in there and sell out 7 shows in a row.
You know what? There was an artist in town a couple days ago, and I went online and I was going to get tickets, and I thought I'm going to send a note to a couple of friends in Nashville and see if I can just get a couple of comps.
Right.
And I couldn't, and I was going to pay for the tickets. I'm not going to say who the artist is,
Right.
but it wasn't sold out, and there was a lot of seats left,
Oh.
and there were almost $400 for 2 tickets.
Oh,
I haven't even parked the car yet.
See?
I didn't buy a beer yet.
no.
I didn't go to dinner yet.
That's just unaffordable. And Garth made it so affordable. When you took me to that show, y'all, if you haven't seen Garth Brooks live, I'm going to tell you right now.
I had to beg you to go.
I know I didn't want to go.
Well, you were hurt though. You broke your leg.
Yeah, my
so
leg
you were
was
hurt.
broken
And
then.
then to go down Fifth Avenue by the Ryman there, and
Yeah.
walk down that hill,
Yeah.
you're thinking this ain't gonna work.
No,
but,
no.
But you troopered it out.
Oh, that was so.
Remember, we took Artie Skull with us.
Yep.
Artie, my cousin Artie. We'll talk about him in another episode too. Artie and Lonnie
Yeah.
and Allie. I want to interview them in Nashville. They're amazing.
Oh,
amazing.
we will be doing that.
They're such a good band.
Yeah.
But we were eighth row at Garth.
Yeah. And what you guys, what an entertainer. I've never seen anything like that in my life, and I've been around a little bit. I mean, seriously.
We went to Steven Tyler, Aerosmith, and
yeah.
remember we took the limo in Minneapolis that time.
Yep.
Yeah, that
And
was a good show too.
I've seen Motley Crue, and I've seen just a ton of people, you know. And Garth will play until you're tired and exhausted.
You want to go home because you had enough.
Yeah, you had it.
Yeah,
It's too much.
And I think his tickets were like $75.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter if you're in the front row or you're in the last row. It was $75.
That's right.
But I'm going to go down here and watch another artist that I used to just adore and love. Bought every one of this person's albums, and it was going to be $400 for me and my wife to go, and you couldn't even sell it out. Something's wrong here?
Yeah.
Right?
And that's what it is. It's
Something's wrong.
Price gouging a little bit.
And these promoters, the artist probably says, "Give me $500,000," right? So then the promoters start counting the seats, and then they start overpricing because the promoter wants their money back.
Yeah, of course they do.
But it looks bad, like it's the artist's fault.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a catch-22, and I get everything is business, and I get everything costs money, and I get it. But honestly, if I'm going to pay $400, I could buy his whole catalog and play every song over and over again in my house.
So, the economics of it, who's making the money?
Who's making the money?
And who's getting pushed out?
Who is getting pushed out?
Right?
Who's getting pushed out?
Because, this is about, the business nowadays is how many, likes you can get on TikTok or Instagram or,
Side note. Side note.
Yeah.
I think our TikTok has over 5,000.
Yeah.
And I think our Instagram has like 6,000 followers.
And we just started. Yeah.
So I don't know if that means anything. And if it does, I don't know what we do with it.
I don't know.
So if anybody out there who's smarter than us can help us.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
We'll probably do something with it, but we don't know what.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Or we'll help you because we're good at co-branding. Well, whatever.
But see, I think that's what it is, because all these, I think record labels, now correct me if I'm wrong, but they want you to have your own fan base before they ever talk to you.
Isn't that weird?
I mean,
I had an AR guy out of LA tell me a couple weeks ago. He said, everybody has an opinion why and what they're looking for, what they're not looking for. But honestly, at the end of the day, he said, if an artist can run a business and maintain salaries for the next 3 to 4 years, that's who we look at. You could sell enough product. You could sell enough seats that I can keep, that artist can keep 6 different people on a salary for the next, 4 to 5 years. They want to know that they're business people. Like I told Ashley Lynn, I said, I know you're the front singer. I know you're the lead singer, but I also need you to know how to put the lights up. I also need you to know how to sweep the stage before everybody comes on and what that takes, and appreciate that person who's doing that for you.
Right.
And I also need you to be able to fire the lead guitar player if he's an ass.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to be the boss. And if you don't know how to be a boss, take a business class so you can figure that out. But it's music business.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is a business.
You ran a business. Your business was ran very tight. You didn't put up with nonsense, which was cool.
So is Broadway, the rite of passage, so to speak? And
for new artists?
For new
or
artists.
Is it just a distraction?
Or is it a distraction? It depends, I think, on what you do.
For sure.
If you believe in you, then you can go out and sell 5,000 records.
You've got to believe in you.
But if you're not willing to go out there and sell 5,000 records, it's not going to happen.
Come on.
for you.
If you're going to go to Nashville and you just want to make a CD and bring it back to your hometown and sell them, my hat's off to you, because that's probably a better business plan.
Right?
Because you'll do well.
Yeah.
And you'll probably start to make $2,000, $3,000 a show. You'll start to get invited to these big music festivals around in your city or your area, because your name will be known. You'll have a great local agent. But honestly, Nashville and Broadway, I remember this. Do you remember Isaac Matthews?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, he is
for sure.
so good.
Absolutely.
You should hear him today. He is fantastic.
And I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Isaac, oh my gosh, he has become his own. He's fantastic. I always would think, that was just a side note. I used to think like an airplane. Broadway is, the airplane comes in, you land on Broadway, you learn how to hold complete strangers in the palm of your hand, you learn your craft, and then you get out of there and you go up to Music Growth and you start your career.
That's right.
You learn. But some people get hung up in the money, like Randy was saying. Remember, he's got artists making six figures, $100,000. That ain't a bad gig either.
Or they trip over themselves.
That's it. Yeah, for sure. So I don't know. Nashville has just become different. Is the neon noise and the rise of Broadway, and it's different. Is it better? Probably for some. Is it worse? Probably for some.
Right.
The locals.
I have to agree with that. Yeah.
The locals probably don't go, and the tourists can't wait to get there.
And there's a lot more competition down there now because
if you think you're a singer, walk down Broadway.
Holy crap! Because now there's 5 times the artists playing at any given moment than there was when I first got down there with you.
Right. Well, I think that might what's discourage people. You get down there and all of a sudden you go, oh my gosh, I can't compete with that guy. But remember, you probably can't compete with that guy right now or that girl
That's
right now.
Yeah. Learn this
But
stuff.
learn. Watch that person and take what they have and figure out how to make it better or make yourself better. And you will. It just takes time. Everything takes time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know. The neon noise and rise of Broadway, it's just cool. I think it all comes back to what we always say: just go check it out.
Yeah, you have to. You just have to. If you don't, you never did.
Yeah, and you're gonna kick yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now you got babies.
Yep.
Now you got a house. Now you got a car.
Now you're done.
And you're not going.
No.
Because it won't work.
No.
Unless you want to ruin your marriage, and then you're getting child support.
Trust
and you're
me.
hollering the kid. Yeah, you've been through it.
Yeah, I've done that
You've been through it.
twice.
Hey, listen, you guys. If you like what we're doing, I hope you do. And thanks. We hit over the 500. I didn't tell you this. The 500 download mark already.
Yeah, that's awesome.
People are being super sweet. They're being very kind on the emails when they go to the .com page. Drop me off at Nashville.com. I haven't had one negative. There's no one in the basement yelling at us, so that's cool.
No, and I'm getting called from all over the country.
Yeah.
There's cats that we know out in L.A. that want to come in and interview. Nashville as well, and we're going to go do that.
That's awesome. Let's do one more of these commercials live,
Yeah.
and then let's see where this happens with this, because I think doing these live like this just gives it a different feel. You want to talk about Loretta Lynn?
I can't. Yeah, sure.
You want to do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you have a unique story about Loretta. This is kind of like a live commercial, guys, but we don't follow the rules. We don't do everything by 30 seconds or 60. We're just going to talk till we're done talking about Loretta.
And Loretta Lynn's place, you brought me out there, and y'all, that is amazing to tour and see. The coal mine. There's
where her daddy worked.
Yeah,
there's like a replica of it.
Yeah, it's a replica.
Yep.
Of it. It's so educational.
Replica of her house that she lived in Kentucky is there.
Yeah, and
her museum.
It was a plantation.
Yeah, the museum is there, and then you could literally go through her house. It's about an hour out of town. Remember the kitchen? Remember we would go there? Talk about the kitchen, that buffet they had.
Oh God! Oh, you mean the restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Is that food? That's Southern cooking right there.
That's Southern cooking. And then Loretta's over the speakers while you're eating. The whole time they're playing her music. And they have all this memorabilia of her in there.
And there's her recipes, right?
It's all her recipes. And it says literally on the street sign, Loretta Lynn's Kitchen. You can't miss it. It's a big, huge yellow sign. Go in there. Check it out.
She owns her own post office.
I think she owns her own because of Hurricane Mills.
She did, yeah.
Yep. So we know that her and her family all are buried on the property somewhere, but it's private, you guys. You're never going to be able to go. And good for them for doing that for their family.
Yeah.
I mean, she shared her whole life in the public eye. Let her rest in peace.
And it's so worth it to see it, you guys.
You literally go through her house. That's in the Coal Miner's Daughters movie. They bring you there, and you go through it.
Matter of fact, you guys, my pastor and I got on a couple of Harleys.
Oh my gosh, I remember this.
And we went out there, and a buddy at work had borrowed me his Fat Boy, and my pastor and I rode out there, and he baptized me right on Loretta's property in that river.
That's pretty cool.
It was incredible. It was a Sunday. It was closed.
That was pretty cool.
They let us in there.
Yeah, and that's pretty special.
It was super neat.
Because that river that goes right through the front of her house is picturesque. I mean,
oh yeah,
it's absolutely gorgeous. When she did die after the funeral, the hearse drove down that road in front of her house between that and the river. And there's a couple shots of that. It put goosebumps on my back because I thought, what an honor to Loretta, the house that she built.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I shouldn't say that she built, that the fans built for her.
Well, that's right. Yeah. And her tour bus is there.
Her tour bus is there. You can go through it.
In a museum, with Conway Twitty stuff in there.
Conway. What an honor to Conway. God, did they sing well together.
You remember all the Tweety Bird stuff in there?
All the Tweety Bird. Yeah. But what a woman.
Yeah, she was.
I remember I was there one time, and their tour bus driver was there, and I was with a guy who drove bus, David Pell.
Oh, yeah.
Cracker
Yeah.
Dave was with me. And those two started talking about tours, and they talked like they were the bestest friends for a long time. But anyway, he was telling a story about how Loretta had this mug down in her gift shop. And when she came down, she picked it up, and she looked at it, she looked at the bottom, she said, don't quote me again, but I'm just kind of paraphrasing. That's $20. We're not selling anything in this gift shop for $20.
Yeah.
We don't need that. Well, Loretta, it doesn't matter. It's my gift shop. It's my name. I understand what you're doing, but we don't do that here.
She's such a darling.
That's the kind of angel Loretta Lynn was. So if you're paying for something out there, you guys, it's because it's the right price and it's dictated by Loretta and it's not overpriced.
That's right.
It's what she's done. Loretta Lynn's place. It's called Loretta Lynn's Ranch. Look it up online. I think it's a .net, not a .com.
Yeah,
check it out.
Loretta Lynn Ranch and Museum.
And museum, and then the Loretta Lynn's Kitchen. It's an hour drive.
Worth it.
It's an hour drive out of Nashville. You will bring home some memories that you can't imagine.
Absolutely, man.
You really were. So next week I want to do this show. Let me know what you think of this. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. If it's dumb, tell me.
Okay.
I thought we'd call it the gatekeepers who really picks the stars.
The gatekeeper?
What do you think? Yeah, like the gatekeeper. Who really picks these people?
Yep, I like it.
Is
I think
it
that's
some
important.
is it some high school? Is it some or intern that just got out of college? Or is it who's doing it?
I think it's important.
I think we should talk about
I think
it.
people are going to like that one.
I think we're going to tell you. Like, subscribe, be good to one another, and thanks everybody for listening.
We'll see you.
Thanks for joining Sebastian and Scott. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join the Drop Me Off in Nashville family. Engineering and production provided by Podcast Production Music.
Well, Nashville, can't thank you enough for all the time.
Y'all come back now. Here?